So somebody commented on one of my videos, what was it like? You should make a video explaining what it was like to grow up in the industry and famous. And I don't like saying that. I don't think I was famous. I don't think I maybe to some people it's a weird concept for me to even think about that might be true or might not be true. I don't know, but somebody commented I should make a video about what it was like growing up, and so I thought that would be kind of cool. Maybe I'll do another video where I talk about like my actual childhood, which was still part of it was when the music and the internet stuff like took off and stuff. But I guess I will make a video just kind of chatting. I'm in my hotel room bathroom, but these videos are about being honest, being authentic, being real. And yeah, I think growing up in the public eye, some would say, that's probably a better way to say it. But maybe somebody would find this interesting. That comment had like 20 likes on it, so I was like, okay, I'll do it. Um, yeah, I mean, it was an interesting thing. I like grew up in musical theater from age 7 years old, doing shows locally, and I had a love for singing, dancing, and acting. And it was always something that made me feel like life was worth living. It made me excited, the connection with other people. And so, yeah, I mean, I ended up, being in musical theater for a long time and then started using social media. I went to New Jersey and made a song called Sweatshirt and a song called Hit or Miss, which are now songs that it's crazy. Some people know. And, my love for music started really even a little bit before that for making music. I had made maybe like one or two songs, and I used to always listen to songs and be like, oh, I would change lyrics to songs that I didn't know the lyrics to. Like I remember there was a bunch of songs that like my older sister would play, and I would remember like the melodies to the songs, but I would never remember the actual lyrics, and I would always swap out the lyrics for other ones. And I think that's when I actually started to enjoy messing around with like creating my own ideas that could be behind cool melodies. And Sweatshirt and Hit or Miss were fun songs. When I was 13 years old, I enjoyed those songs genuinely, or else I wouldn't have put them out. I was excited about that. And a lot of people ask me, I was literally talking to somebody earlier and they were like, have you thought about like taking those songs down? And I always say no. It's not something that I'd want to do. I embrace my past. I think if I hid from that, that would be a weird concept because, you know, I'm a big believer that you embrace things that you thought at one time were cool, no matter how people view them. And so I ended up putting out Sweatshirt and Hit or Miss, and that kind of started this journey of making music. I mean, and those songs really took off online very fast. I was independent artist just uploading those songs, and they just went crazy. Um, and I've been blessed to have this career, be able to call what I do that I love to do, writing music, which I do pretty much every single day of my life for 10 hours. And I'm just getting started. A career. It's so cool to be able to call it that. But it was a crazy experience. I ended up leaving school in seventh grade. I got really badly bullied, and I switched to a private school. And I had to leave that school as well. We thought, or at least my parents thought, oh, if he goes to like a private school, it'll probably be better. But it was actually worse in a way. And so I had to leave that. So I tried two different schools. The bullying was so bad that I ended up switching to online school. And from seventh grade on, I did online school. I had a great tutor who walked me through it, pretty much did most of my work. I didn't even do like anything. I had to do hours of school every day, but I didn't ultimately, like, I had a lot of people that helped me out. Um, but growing up with people knowing who I am was a weird concept because I'm still figuring out who I am every day. But especially when I was younger, I had no concept of who I really was, and I was letting at times other people define who I was, you know. And I had this weird intuition to just keep going. You know, maybe some other people, if they received the kind of mix of extreme love and extreme hate, they might say, hey, it was fun to try this, but I'm done. But I just intuitively believed I'm going to keep going. I loved doing it. I was able to tour around the world. You know, I have some of my favorite memories being on tour. And I'm 21 years old. I'm just getting started. If you guys could hear some of this new stuff, you will. You will hear it. And so that's exciting. You know, I'm just excited for that. There's a lot of things, but I think people really want me to touch on, you know, what it was like. I mean, a day in my life was waking up on a tour bus, going and playing shows, you know. I've dropped many EPs. I think I have like 50 songs in my catalog. But yeah, it's crazy, you know, going places. I remember being able to go places and no one knows who I am, to, you know, a place where when you go places, people are freaking out. I remember being in New Jersey, and it's crazy memory. We were at like an Applebee's or something, and I didn't post anything, and we were walking out of the Applebee's. This is right after Sweatshirt dropped, and there's 100 people, maybe 50 to 100 people outside of this Applebee's. And I was like, what? They were all there to meet me. And I was like, what is happening? It all happened so fast. And for many years, I was kind of caught in this cycle of being like, wow. It was just, everything was happening so fast. And, you know, everybody was watching my every move, you know. And that was an interesting thing, you know. I'm very blessed in a lot of ways, and in other ways I've been kind of cursed in a way, but I actually look at that as a blessing because it's led me to where I am today, you know. I was struggling a lot with my mental health, you know, aside from career stuff, you know. Personally, I've had an interesting mental health journey, you know. Struggled a lot, done a lot of therapy, and reached some really low points in my personal life throughout those years, but also just tried to entertain people throughout. You know, I've pretty much dedicated my life to entertaining people, and that's one of the best decisions I've ever made. I've been blessed with amazing people that get to tune in and, you know, see my life and, you know, that relate to my music, and it's a beautiful thing. And I've been so blessed with such amazing people, and I'm excited. I intuitively know that I will connect with more people than ever in the future. How long until then, I don't know, but I'm just excited, and I've always had this belief in myself that I could do anything I put my mind to. And I think the more hate I got, the more it instilled in my head that I will make it happen. And a lot of people probably that aren't fans of me or that might stumble across this video, you know, might wonder, oh, what's he up to now? Every day of my life, I'm making music. I'm in Nashville, Tennessee right now. Just got back from London, just working on songs. Just how can we make the best music possible? Leading with good music, and really working on my songwriting and experimenting. And I have a feeling it's going to be a big thing. But, you know, I've been blessed to travel around the world, meet people since I was very young. And I'm blessed to, you know, like still feel like a normal dude. Now I just live my life. I don't feel like, I do what I love, but it's also you know, just something that I just do. Like, I don't know. I've spent 8 years now pretty much making music very often. And that's like what I love to do. I hop on social media as well and connect with people, try to make people laugh on like TikTok and stuff. But dude, I'm just like if you guys spent a day with me, you would see that I work every single day, 10 hours a day, in the studio. And that's where I'm at right now. You know, I'm preparing to go back on tour. But this video is supposed to be about what it was like growing up. I mean, I'm sure people want to hear like a messy, you know, story about how hard it was. But the truth is, I've been very blessed, and you know, it's crazy to think that like there was a ton of internet hate. You know, I've walked out of the movies before growing up, got punched in the face, and then people post it, it goes viral. I've been at sports games, people come up to me with a camera in my face and say terrible things. But throughout it all, I kind of had this all-knowing feeling, and I don't know if it's God or the universe, or whatever. I haven't really defined it in my head yet, but there was something always telling me keep going, keep going. So I just have never had the attitude that I could ever stop, and I will go for the rest of my life creating, as long as it excites me, and I'm excited by it. I'm excited by acting. Sorry, my feet are sorry, I my shoes on the bathroom floor are like kind of sticky, and they're making noises, so I apologize. But yeah, no, I've been blessed, and it's a unique experience when other people have a perception of you. Though I will say, it's a little bit difficult sometimes to you know be perceived in a way that you're not. I think a lot of people remember my 13-year-old self, because that was such a high point in my career at the time, and they don't understand that I'm 21 years old now. I've got a mustache. I'm a grown man now. I got some facial hair now. But I think it just takes time. Continuing making music, leading with really good music, and connecting back at that big scale again. Going back on tour and showing people that, I am a real musician. And I've made some songs that people have strongly liked, and also at the same time strongly disliked. But I'm excited to connect back with those people and new people that have never heard my music before all around the world, and put on a show and inspire people and show people through this process that you can do whatever you put your mind to. No matter if there's people hating on you, no matter if no one thinks it's possible. My mindset is, I'll show you. I'll show you, And I have such peace in knowing that I would rather live my life trying these things and making an attempt, and giving it everything I have than not. I'm happy working every single day towards something that I might not be able to see yet. I can see it in my head, but out here maybe other people have a different perception, which is an interesting thing. And I'm just excited. It's a very unique experience, and I'm kind of all over the place with this video, but I'll make another one in the future where I'm trying to remember some key stories. I kind of just turned on the camera and started rambling, but it was a unique experience. Now we're all older. I still look like a baby. A lot of you guys have grown up with me, and that's super cool. And I hope to make you proud. That's my goal. I hope to make you proud, and I'm working on it. So yeah, it'll be cool to look back at this video one day and realize that I'm still a kid and that I'm still super young, and I didn't even know what I was talking about in this video. So I'm excited to see where things go, and I have big dreams. I want to play arenas. I want to play arenas. So that's my goal, and I'm going to work very hard towards that, and hopefully, not hopefully, I will connect with big songs, and yeah, I want to play arenas. So how we get there, sometimes we don't know the details, but I'm going to work every single day towards that goal like I do. And I feel like I'm a couple songs away from something big happening, and that's a cool feeling to know. And trying to make the younger me proud. I hope if I could talk to him, hopefully he'd be proud of that. I haven't given up on the dream, and that kid got a lot of hate. That kid got treated pretty poorly by the internet, and I have a lot of sympathy for him. And also a lot of respect for my younger self for continuing to move forward, because he set me up with where I'm at right now, and I hope to make him proud, because I know he I know that's what I'm talking about myself in third person because it's so far in the past. But if I think back to my 13-year-old self, it's almost like a different person. But I've just kind of fallen deeper in love with music than ever before, and that kind of leads my life now. Yeah, I'm grateful for everything, and I always say stuff like this, but truly how I look at it is I'm taking my 13-year-old self and putting him on my back, and I'm taking him with me to the top. So, whatever that looks like, you know? But yeah, just wanted to hop on here, and I don't know if this made any sense to anybody or anybody enjoyed this video, but here we are, and I'm excited to lay down in bed. My head hurts, like the back of my head hurts, so yeah. Made a cool song today, though. Very, very cool song. Every day making songs. All right. Peace.